You're my bow, 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 bow to me. Bow, 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 bow. Yes, they belong to only me. Boom, 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 boom. For eternity. Wait, what the heck? Why isn't my thing showing up? There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, what I was needing to see, I'm not seeing. Ooh, okay. I'm very confused right now. Oh, snap. I don't know what to do here. Hey, after the factors, I'm gonna beg your pardon right now. Please ignore me. Please ignore me. Because I'm doing something that I've never done on here before. And I'm gonna need a moment to focus right here. I apologize. I'm about to turn this down because I'm not talking and I know it's gonna be heard. I got my music, I got my Richie Valens playing right here. Dang it. This is annoying. This is annoying right here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, we're gonna get funky. We are gonna get funky right here, bro. Here we go. Here we go. Boom! Shakalaka, bro. Shakalaka. Bro. This is crazy. I never done this before. Wait a minute. I didn't even make it go live yet. I hope it didn't. I didn't put it public yet. We're doing different things. We're doing big things. All right, here we go. Let's get this. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. Here we go, bro. No. Okay. Oh. Oh, just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby. It's your mind, girl. All right. Just show me that you're mine, girl. All right. I think that's it. I think that's good. Some kind of sign, girl. Oh, my baby. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, after the factors, I appreciate you. And I think, you know what? I love how we've made this different like segment of our community. Because we got like, people just, we got the grays. We got the grays in here. We got the gringos. We got the blueies. We got the baby blueies. We got the smurfs. We got the members. We got subscribers. But you know what? We got a different group of people here that have been developing the after the factors. That replay crew. You know what I'm talking about? And I was thinking about it earlier today. I think I want to work on something for you guys. I think I want to work on something for you and let you know how much I appreciate you. So, I don't know. I don't know if I'm on the right track here. Hopefully you think it's cool. But I have an idea, and hopefully you like it. Hopefully you think it's as cool as I do. right, here we go. Here we go. We're doing something different here. We're doing something different. We're doing something different. This is unprecedented. This is unprecedented. We are moving differently. We are moving differently tonight. I want to say I'm sorry. I want to say I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this in the way that some of you may be taking it. I apologize. I'm not doing it to be exclusive. I'm doing it to be inclusive. I know there's some of you out there right now. I'm on the outside looking in. I don't mean it to be like that. This is not to keep you out. It's just to show above and beyond, over the top appreciation to the members. And I could have easily made this a members only stream as a whole. It could have only been visible to the members. It could have been only on the members tab. So out of the kindness of my beanie, I chose to leave the stream public. But the chat is, it's kind of VIP. You know what I'm saying? The chat is only reserved for the members tonight, for them gringos. But out of the kindness of my beanie, I left the stream public so you could lurk. Some of you been lurking anyway. For some of you, it's the same old thing. Come on. I want to say something. Real quick after I sip my coffee. Kaimon slapped down 10 big ones when I was off the stream. And he was like, hey, you know what? I'm out there. I'm doing my thing. I'm stacking paper. I'm being a mature, productive member of society. I'm doing my thing out here. So I've been missing here and there. And I'm like, bro, do your thing. I appreciate you. You're out there representing, leading by example. And I thank you. You don't have to think twice about me and the channel. And you go out of your way to slap down 10 big ones. I appreciate you, bro. And I hope and I know that you're doing good big things out there and representing yourself and your community beautifully. Thank you, bro. Chillster Deluxe. I don't know if Chillster Deluxe is in here right now. But Chillster Deluxe came by when I wasn't even streaming and slapped down 20 big ones. Slapped down 20 big ones. And you know what? Chillster Deluxe doesn't even know that my Costco membership has expired. He don't even know that. But I'm gonna have to re-up. I'm gonna have to re-up because I ain't eating weenies if they ain't Costco weenies. Chillster Deluxe just slapped down $20 weenies for them Costco weenies. And you know I ain't rocking with no Oscar Mayer. What you think this is, 1992? You know I ain't slanging no ballparks in my fridge. I'm going to re-up my membership. And I'm going to get some of them Costco weenies. Thank you, Chillster Deluxe. I also want to say thank you to ARJR721. He came by and slapped down 40 big ones. And said, bro, I missed the stream earlier. I want to catch up. Here you go. Unprecedented. There is no other community of the like. Thank you. Jane Caulfield, I always wonder about that when I go live, but I haven't yet gone live because the dumb platform makes me go live before I'm indeed ready to go live. Like what you guys see. Were you just in the dark? Is it just a black screen? Angel Padilla. Javi! What's up, Chuck? Fury at FuriousComedy.com. Finally got a notification. Good. They're finally showing some respect to Mr. Chuck. Jessica Maldonado, what's up? Schaub versus Jake Paul at the White House. You know, when I was working on this video and I was looking up some footage, and some of you may have seen it already. I didn't see it. I missed it the first time around. I was looking up different pieces of footage, and there was a thing that came up that said it was Brendan Schaub. He was speaking himself. It was Brendan Schaub, and he said he was telling Brian Callen that he was gonna fight Jake Paul. I can't remember what video it was from, what episode it was from. If you look it up, it won't be hard to find. But he was joking. But man, I could see that happening. And Brendan Schaub has had a pretty good relationship with Jake Paul. And I could see it being the kind of thing where they're like, hey, we're boys. We get it. We get the business. We like money. Let's throw on an exhibition. I'm sure he would do it for the right amount. He said that he would do it for the right amount. But he was doing oh, wait a minute. I didn't even think about that. About how we're it might be difficult to get new members in here when it's so let me tell you this though. This is not a members only stream. It's a members only chat. So there could very well be lurkers in here right now watching that are not members. But I do expect the numbers to be lower because typically it could be frustrating. I've been on videos before where it's members only chats. That's how H3 operates. That's how Ariel Hawini operates. Sometimes you want to say stuff and it gets frustrating and you just dip out. But this is not a members only stream. It's open for the public. But it is a members only chat. So I've never done one of these before. I never had the nerve to do it before. But I insist. I have to. I have to make sure I go out of my way to provide different types, above and beyond types of content for my members. It's important to me. And there may be members in here that say, I don't even care about that. Just let everybody else in. I've tried that in the past. I've tried to ask about different things in the Patreon and in the YouTube membership. And you know what I've always noticed? The members and the patrons, they're so flexible and they're so cool about everything that I can't always just go to them and ask because they'll just say do whatever. I would go on Patreon. I'd be like, what do you guys want me to do? And they're like, don't even do anything. We're just throwing money at you just to keep the channel alive. Don't do anything extra. And I'm like, so I do understand that. Oh! I got all my homies with me. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Bro. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Look. ARJR721 says, say no more, here you go. We are family. Let me take a peek at this. Let me take a quick little peek at this. Let me scope the count real quick. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. We are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. Hey, I feel like we are family. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. We are past 1,000 members. We have 1,007 members. One down, 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 1,007. And I don't know if that's mathematically accurate to say. 1,007. 1007. Down, 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 down. Cause I got all my homies with me. We are family. Cause I got ARJR with me. Look it. We went past 100. We went past 200. We went past 300 and so on and etc. And I don't want to imply that at a certain point, because it didn't. It absolutely did not. Because every time it was like, wow, we broke through another wall. But I don't want to imply or give the impression that at any point it gets old. Or oh, you know, this is old beanie, you know? This is just what we do now. But getting to 1,000? Because it felt amazing at 600. At 700, I was starting to lose my beanie. At 800, like at 900, it's insane. And I don't know how long it's going to last. Because I know some of these memberships we got early on in August, and they might start to drop off here and there at some point in the near future. But getting to 1,000, just being able to see those 4 digits, I feel like I'm in some sport and my team in high school just like won the state championship. I feel like I just participated in a national Nissan commercial contest and just won number 1 in the whole nation. I feel like I just won something, you know? I feel like I just got performance of the night. Like I just want to dwell in it for a little bit. I just want to bask in it for a little bit. Oh man. I want to say a big, fat, obese, larger than life, supersize, hefty, big boned, luscious. Thank you to ARJR721. ARJR721 is the official scout and recruiter of the Mexican martial arts. I've said it before. If ARJR721 was a Scientologist, they would not be struggling right now. They would not be in the dire straits that they are in. They would not be ridiculed. They would not be a laughing stock on YouTube. Could you imagine ARJR721 shoulder to shoulder with Tom Cruise? But we are blessed to have him in this community. Ain't nobody's wives gonna go missing in this community. Not on ARJR 721's watch. The way that ARJR 721 takes these metals, these precious metals, and he welds and melds and molds them together. He grabs different pieces, these different pieces of metals just scattered, and he brings them together. He brings them together to make one beautiful piece. These scattered, broken, strewn about ingredients that he brings together to make the perfect dish, the perfect piece of artwork. That's what he's done to this community. He's gone to and fro finding these broken pieces, these broken toys, these broken hearts, these broken people lost and meandering about from forum to forum, from comment section to comment section, from app to app. And he brings them together and molds and melds them into this beautiful community. Unbelievable. I would do the 15-minute applause that The Rock just got for the Smashing Machine if I thought that it wasn't a stupid gesture and that you guys would actually appreciate it. But I don't think anyone in this community doesn't think that that's such a stupid thing to do. I want to say congratulations to Palishi Lettuce, User 4MS2TG1R, Nitro 33, Matthias Schroeder, Zato Ichi, Conductive, Turntable 228, Jack, Victor Joe Flores Jr., Dioscoro, Van Hoof Khan, Jer Creason, Marcelo Cotrofi, Cannon, Sly Coop, Rudy Murillo, The Muzz, Young One, and Jeff Walters. Don't forget to scope the membership perks tab on my YouTube homepage. That is where you will find all the behind the scenes content. It is the official dark web of the Mexican martial arts. It's not for the eyes of the general public. There's stuff on there that would tear us off of YouTube. We would cease to exist. Only available on the YouTube membership and Patreon. But right now we're talking about the YouTube membership. This is for the gringos. Them green names. Thank you. ARJR721, say no more. Here you go. Wilson Mitchell's wife. What the heck? This is a family sport. This is a family activity. A family passion. Self-inflicted membership. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, 1,000. I'm kind of trying to keep the boat moving right now, you know, but when the stream goes dark, when the stream goes off, I'm a bask in it. I'm a bask in it, and I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna feel everything. I'm gonna let myself feel. We are family, 'cause I got all my homies with me. We're multiplying like a virus. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. We are multiplying like a virus. We are family. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 'Cause I got all my homies. ARJR721, as long as I have a paycheck, you won't drop. We are family. ARJR721. I bet you don't even have a birth certificate, ARJR721. You just dropped out the sky one day like an angel. 'Cause I got all my homies with me. I ain't even gonna ask you of your origins. Jessica Maldonado says, it's just the beginning. We've only just begun to live. Thank you, Jessica. If any non-members want to say something, I'll say it for $5. Oh my gosh. Wilson Mitchell's significant other. What the? Wilson, babe, I was about to tell you. I was about to yell at you because when I complain about work for 15 minutes, you call it nagging. But you listen to this random man talk for hours. But I'm starting to understand it now. And you know what I noticed lately? We got a lot of wives. We got a lot of significant others in this chat. We had somebody a few weeks ago claiming to be Marilena. And I don't know what's what anymore. I'm afraid of what I might say. I was about to yell at you, complain, but I get it now. What you see, I Wilson Mitchell's significant other. I'm very happy to hear this because currently I have a 2% female demographic on YouTube, and once upon a time, it was like 1 point something. So it's come up. I'm always. It's a pleasant surprise whenever there's ladies in the chat, because I would think that the ladies would think that this is stupid and get annoyed and not like the kind of content that I make. So it always makes me feel good, like having like the prima in here and like feel like I got some sisters, So I appreciate that very much. I appreciate your presence and I appreciate your understanding. And your significant other has been, quite frankly, life-changing. It's truly, we throw this term around for those who have, absorbed the honor, and he is truly a pillar of this community. And I want to thank you for sharing him with us. However, I will not share him with you. When it's time to, when it's dojo time, we lock in, but I want to thank you for sharing him with us. Thank you. Marloca just gifted it was Marloca. It was the prima, 5 memberships. Honor higher. Congratulations. Hexiest man in the world. Murky Deep. Some beautiful text that I don't know how to read whatsoever. And Scrambo. Congratulations. You are now part of the family. Congratulations. You are now part of the Brown Ranger community. Marloca also constantly out here scooping up homies and bringing them back into the fold. Thank you, Marloca. Chuck Fury Chuck Fury, not only with the self-inflicted membership, he just upgraded it. And if I remember correctly, I literally just shouted out Chuck Fury a couple weeks ago because out of nowhere, he upgraded his membership. And he didn't have to because I say it all the time. And then I repeat myself all the time with the thing that I had originally said. I'm constantly reiterating and reminding you that the tiers are the same. You get nothing different if you pay $25 than if you pay 99 cents. But Chuck Fury says, chale, I'm going to take it upon myself to pay as if I was 25 different individuals at the 99-cent tier. Because that's the way he gets down. If you want to know more about this individual and how he gets down, Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. Corduroy G. Dana White privilege should make Schaub fight his way through a GED test. Oh, bro, imagine they just put him through the ringer, you know, the obstacle course. He has to pass the PED test, the GED test. I bet the house on Schaub failing miserably. Corduroy G is not a Schaub fan. I understand. Dana White privilege. And you know, yeah, it's already going to be an uphill battle because of the relationship that they have or the like thereof. But yes, I feel like the majority is in sync with you, Corduroy G. I think it would be interesting if they put him through some kind of obstacle course, throw GED, PED. That would be hilarious. ARJR7219, I know what it's like to be without. Now I could be a blessing. I'm trying to get my wife in here, but she's not having it. I appreciate it, ARJR721. I don't want to rock the boat. Love you, bro. Just such a impact to the community. Never the same, bro. Thank you. Zach, remember for a month, if ARJR ain't in the mariachi scene in the movie with me, then I'm throwing my trumpet at Flaco. Hey. When it comes time, bro, when it comes time for chanclas on the ground, and I don't want to say when the thing becomes a reality, because as far as I'm confirmed, it's already reality. Wheels are already in motion. Pen has been put to paper. But when it's time for chanclas on the ground, for cameras to be rolling and stuff like that, it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to be reaching out to some people. No, I don't believe it is. I do not believe it is Michael Fury. And I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to Wilson Mitchell. Now, I'm over here being all happy. I'm celebrating. It's similar to the feeling like when we reached 100K on the channel, you know, which I realized since then meant nothing at all. But I remember when I reached 100K on the channel, it was just this type of high, you know, like I won some kind of national championship or something like that. It felt so good. The feeling of accomplishment. Now, I know this is kind of an imposter kind of situation right here because I didn't do this. I didn't bring these members in. You guys did it. And we have a figurehead, especially. But you guys did it. And there were some even more. I mean, there's definitely those who have been consistent about it. But so I'm over here being happy about it. And Wilson Mitchell, on top of that, says, for the 1,000, baby. And he slaps down $100 in the Cash App. He comes in and just slaps down $100 in the Cash App and says that it's for getting 1,000 members. Unbelievable. I was already feeling victorious. I was already happy. And then he goes and does this. Thank you, bro. You guys are making me. You know what? It was it's kind of scary doing this silly thing, pursuing this silly life. And it's scary starting all over again. Leaving August and starting all over again. But passing 1,000 members and people still coming in like nothing changed. It gives me confidence to keep going. And you know what? I hope, I truly hope you see the progress. I don't want you guys to think that I'm this spoiled brat that's just, gonna be coasting, thinking I could get away with certain types of behaviors and I'll figure it out as I go. I hope you guys see the progress as, for example, today, I finally did something that I've been wanting to do for weeks. And some of you may not have noticed because the way the algorithm and the notifications are. Finally today, I uploaded a short. Now, I'll call it an edited video. I know maybe not everyone considers it the traditional type of edited video on this channel, but I uploaded a short. And I think that's important. I think it's important for the channel as a whole and for the success and the visibility of the channel. Because with shorts, it allows me to upload them on all the different platforms. You make a 60-second or less video, you can put it on everything. Today, for the first time, I've been wanting to do this for weeks. I finally was able to release a short, and I did a stream earlier in the day. And now I'm doing the stream with the members only chat. Again, remember, this isn't a members only stream. It's a regular one, but with the members only chat, because I want to make sure to go above and beyond for the members. And I hate it. I hate the fact that it would make anybody feel left out right now. That part legitimately bothers me, because I know there's people in here that we know and love and we're familiar with in this community that, for one reason or another, they're not members at the moment. And I wish I could pinpoint them. I don't know why YouTube would be so dumb to not let me specifically pinpoint them and give them memberships. But the whole reason I bring this up is because I hope that you see this dude's doing work. This dude's putting in work. I don't want to just come on at 10 p.m. at night and, stream in the dark for an hour every day and be late. Nah. Every once in a while, it's fun to do that. But today, finally, I uploaded a short that I just scattered on all the platforms, did a stream earlier in the day, hit a different group of people, come on again later with the members only chat. So I hope you see that these things are happening, and then it's just going to keep being built upon. So I appreciate you and giving me the resources and the time and the space to make these adjustments and improvements. Can't T Racer. Speaking of chanclas, y'all need to rep the merch. My supposedly shirt is hanging next to the MMA hoodie. Let's go! Bro, Can't Racer. I was so proud of that supposedly shirt. And I made it years ago. And nobody would ever buy it. Nobody would ever buy it. And I was so bummed out about it. It makes me feel so good to know that you got the supposedly shirt, bro. And the hoodie. If anybody, by the way, if you're going to buy any merch, let me check real quick. If you decide that if you don't want any, cool, whatever, I get it. But if you decide you ever want to buy merch, and I need to take it down so there's no mistakes. If you ever want to buy merch, I have the link to the new merch in my description of this video. It's down below in the description. The website is called Fourth Wall. Fourth Wall. It's very limited right now, very basic. I'm going to start adding more and more stuff to it. Posters, socks, chanclas. I'm going to add a bunch of stuff. Teespring is dead to me. Teespring is dead to me. Please don't buy stuff on Teespring anymore. They haven't even paid me in a while. If you've already bought something on Teespring and they already sent it to you, don't worry about it. The payment's delayed. They'll pay me at some point. Just for example, the last time they paid me, it was months behind. So I believe at some point they'll pay me for the last several orders. But I would say from this point going on, it's dead. But I'm gonna start to replenish Fourth Wall. But thank you for that, Kent Racer. ARJR721. Yes, I don't know if you were here already. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it. I shouted you out earlier. About slapping 40 big ones down in the PayPal. I was letting the people know that you stopped by when I wasn't even streaming. And that you threw down that PayPal. That's the one you're talking about, right? I just want to say again, thank you for that so you could hear it straight from the beanie. Thank you very much for doing that. It's always different. It's just like the self-inflicted memberships. When people go above and beyond to do stuff like that, I wasn't even live and you're just throwing down like that. So I appreciate it. Thank you. And then you said something about an email. Oh, bro. Oh, I see it. I see it. I see the chanclas. Oh, bro. Oh, my gosh. Hey, this is beautiful to see, man. I don't know if I don't know how much ARJR721 wants me to divulge here, but he just sent me a photo of something that he's working on, and it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, bro. Jay Smith, get your Ridge Wallet sponsor back from 2018. Bro, those dudes. They'll try to pay me with product again. Spring still hasn't sent my hoodies. So Wilson Mitchell, the ball is totally in your court. Obviously, I would just say, I'm actively encouraging people because I don't want anybody to be put out on my behalf. I don't want anybody to be annoyed. I don't want anybody to, have a bad experience because they were trying to support. That's messed up. And I actually encouraged people last time and Teespring who? Justin Sanders took me up on it. Please feel more than free. Feel more than free to get a refund if you want. to tell Spring, hey, I need a refund. You guys are participating in some foolishness right now. And, especially if they haven't even printed it. And Justin just did it. He just let me know earlier today that they confirmed it. And, if you want to, I'm sorry about that, bro. And thank you for understanding. If you want to, go ahead and do that. And if you just want to do nothing, I get it. If you wanted to go another route, it seems like people are having a great experience on Fourth Wall. I need to put hoodies on there. I don't think I put hoodies yet. I'll get to it. I'm going to get to it. It's messed up. So, I feel like it would be a good thing if I at least briefly touched on my thumbnail on my title. Just briefly. I rep my Only Feet shirt at work tonight. Oh, man. That might be my favorite one ever. I don't know. I love the Only Feet shirt. I love that one, man. That's my pajama shirt. James Bishop. So I was watching The Fighter and the Kid earlier today. And they were talking about the White House event. And how John Jones has been vindicated from his situation, and it's more in the realm of possibility now that he will actually be able to fight at the White House. He's telling Dana White, so you're telling me there's a chance? They're talking about the likelihood of Conor McGregor fighting there. And you know what? I think it was Chin. I think it was the combination of Chin and Schaub and Callan. They were talking about the different matchups that could happen at the White House. And you know what? I don't absolutely hate the idea of John Jones fighting Francis Ngannou at the White House. Because it's still a super fight. It's still unifying, right? That's important. But then we still get the American versus the red coat. We could potentially get Derek Lewis versus Tom Aspinall. And as long as we have the American versus the red coat, and then they were saying that they might have Drew. What's his name? They were saying they might have Drewski. They might have Drewski show up at the White House and do whiteface again. I'm not sure. It's in the works. He might show up and do whiteface again. They're trying to figure out if the double standard is real or not. I'm not sure. We're still waiting on news of that. Billy the Kidder. Billy the Kidder. Billy ain't kidding around tonight. Billy the Kidder just slapped down 100 big ones. 100 big ones into the PayPal. Is it my birthday today? Is it my birthday? I'm over here on top of the world celebrating. We just broke 1,000 YouTube members. As if that was not good enough. People keep slapping down in the PayPal for them Costco weenies. I got homies trying to turn me into Kobayashi. I'm going to overdose on these weenies. Billy the Kidder ain't kidding around tonight. Thank you, bro. In celebration for the 1,000 members, let's do 1,000 donos. Bro. Drewski the Black Robert Downey Jr. Call him Robert Brownie Jr. Get all those beef weenie or those Ariel how weenies. Ooh. Ooh. I gotta ask, do you think Khabib is better all time than Jones? Yes. I'm like Daniel Comer. I'm like DC. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I give people a certain perception or what. I'm a rule follower. If I believe in the infrastructure of something, if I believe in the thing, I'm a rule follower. If I think like the the thing as a whole is a stupid thing or a joke or from the start it's just like it doesn't make sense, then all bets are off. But for the most part, I'm a rule follower. And I feel like the moment the whole the PEDs, the pico de gallo, anything at all like that, it's you're done. You are done. I've also said, hey, fighting's fighting. It's for these roughnecks, these brutes, If there was no rules and anyone could just do PEDs, cool. Wild Wild West, go for it. And then I wouldn't care either. But if there is a rule and you're not supposed to do them, then you're done. You are done. You're out. I can't even consider you. It's not my fault that you might have been the GOAT, that you might have been the best ever, that you have the IQ and this and that. That's not my problem. You shouldn't have done what you did. Oh, you ate some tainted this or that. Okay, cool. What about the other 10 times? You're out. And still. I mean, what do people always say about John Jones? They were literally talking about it earlier today when it was about Francis Ngannou. He's just this wrecking ball, right? They say he hits harder than a truck. But the narrative is always, he'll take him down. As soon as he takes him down, blah, 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 blah. Serial game. Just, beautiful on the feet. Just flowy. Great, hands. It's striking, poetry, emotion. Take him down. It's always the same thing when it comes to these dudes with the hands, with the great reach, with the striking. Take them down. Why do you think it would be any different with John Jones and Khabib? And I will never understand the soft mentality of the people today in 2025. They will laugh when I say it. I could hear them on the other end of the screen laughing. But let's go back to 1993. Do you think any of those little dudes, do you think it held them back? Do you think it messed with their game? Do you think it slowed them down? When you had like a little 180-pound dude against a dude that was a foot taller and 100 pounds more than him? No, he went for it. He did what had to be done. It was a fight. It didn't even occur to people back then. Oh, wait a minute, but how much does he weigh? You know why it occurs to people now? Because they've been conditioned to think that way now. It's Pavlov's weight class. The only reason people think in matters of weight classes now is because they've been conditioned to. Why do you think nobody talked about weight classes in the UFC in the 90s? Because it wasn't forced upon them. They weren't conditioned to think that way. That's all it is. This is my long-winded way of saying you throw Khabib and John Jones in a chicken coop, I know who's coming out. Just send location. Justin Sanders, creator help at Spring was the email I complained to. Let them know what's up. Let them know what's up. Chuck Fury at FuriousComedy.com. I want to see Jones versus Conor because I want to know what it's like to actually root for John. And if by miracle Conor won, I get to see John lose. It's a win-win and a lose-lose. I like that. I like the way you think. I like that. I am very pro anti-weight class. I'm pro, and I could just say anti-weight class. But I like to be pro things, you know? It feels good to be positive. It feels good to be pro something. I'm pro anti-weight class. That's my stance. What the heck? What is this? Bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I cannot accept the mentality, and I refuse. I refuse of those dudes who limit themselves. And they take two different individuals and they go, oh, wait a minute, this one weighs more and he's taller? You better not. That's dangerous, bro. I hope for your sake, you never run into anyone taller than you and who had a little bit more lunch than you. Because you're gone, right? You're a goner. Dunzo. It's ridiculous. Then why do I keep hearing it buzz every 5 minutes? Question mark. Did you just do it after I sent you the message? Question mark. "21 lurkers." Hey, no. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say, but this is not a members only chat. It's a members. I mean, it's not a members only stream. It's a members only chat. I was gonna say, we really have this many members and we can't even get the members to like. But I don't know. There's no way of knowing how many members are here right now. It says there's 86 people here right now, but there's no way of knowing how many of them are members. So look, it came up earlier that they were talking about different matchups and, you know, so on and etc. And I don't know why. I think they were already done talking about the White House event, and then out of nowhere, Chin was like, hey, just for fun, Brandon, what would you do if they offered you a fight? Would you do it? And he was like, I would fight. I would come back just to fight at the White House, which, I'm going to be honest, I'm not one of these haters. There's been people acting ridiculous about the White House event. There was people acting just crying about it. And I'm foolish to you. It might sound like I'm not being authentic, because you might think, how is that possible? To me, the UFC being at the White House is not whatsoever, not 1% political. And I know, I understand. I at least have enough awareness to understand how that could seem stupid to you. Because you're like, how could it not? Because it's not like they're fighting at a Democratic convention. They're not fighting at a Republican convention. It's just the White House. It's the White House. It's supposed to be a shared thing for all Americans. I know in recent decades, it's not quite so much that way anymore. Things are much more divisive these days. But it's supposed to be, you know, like it's like being in the living room. It's supposed to be neutral territory. You know, I'm sorry that in this day and age, we're basically living in a civil war from day to day, you know. But it's supposed to be a common area. The White House is supposed to be for everybody. So I frankly, personally, just don't look at it as political whatsoever. To me, it's just like when you're playing like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter and you're just trying to choose a different location to fight at. And I know there's a lot of people that just hated the idea, period. But I mean, on the other side of that, I also don't understand why everyone like wants to do it. Like, why would Brendan Schaub, after all these years saying fighting is crazy, he said, I don't know how many months or years ago, that he would come back if he could, after taxes, keep like $5 million. And he'd have to have like a year to train, he said. And I get that. Most people here in the chat would probably, you know, get in the octagon and fight if they could keep $5 million after taxes and have a whole year to train. It's just common sense, win or lose. But even though I'm not looking at it like political and I'm not hating on it, I'm not getting all stressed out about it like a lot of people, I also don't understand why some people are getting so excited about it. Especially in the more recent years when social media became so prevalent and people like celebrities and athletes and politicians and presidents, they just started becoming more and more and more and more human. It's not that exciting anymore because like everyone is on a podcast and everyone has their own social media pages, and it's like the wall came down. Everyone just seems so accessible and human now. It's like not even that exciting anymore. You know how like every few years you'd see your favorite actor come on like Jay Leno or something like that, and it was like exciting. Now it's like, well, I just see him every day on his Instagram. It's not a big deal anymore. But some people are acting like it would be the biggest, coolest thing ever. And Brendan Schaub was like, I would love to do it. I will come back to do it. So then Chin, you could go watch the episode. Because honestly, I can't remember myself who specifically brought up Travis Brown. I think it was Chin. I think he said something like, what would you do if hypothetically they said you come back and you could face Travis? I think maybe he was trying to pick someone that was also from the same era, that's also been out of the game about the same amount of time, same age. I think maybe that's what it was. He brought up Travis Brown, which was kind of an interesting one to bring up for Chin, because that's the one that there was drama with. There's a couple other people he could have brought up that could have worked. So I don't know if he was trying to start beef, no pun intended, or what. But Brendan Schaub said, I do it. He says, I want to fight at the White House. If they asked me to fight at the White House, I would do it. I don't know why. I don't know if that fool, if there's something coming up that he's aware of and he's going to need a pardon or what. I don't know. But he was acting like real hyped up about it. He said, I'll fight at the White House if they ask me. He brings up Travis Brown. I'll do it. He's just saying yes, 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 just green lighting everything. I don't know. Travis, that just came out today. I don't know what kind of a mind space Travis Brown is in. He's running his own company right now. He's slinging beef with Ronda Rousey. I was looking at the, what's it called? Wagyu, something like that beef. I've never had it in my life. But I was looking at their page. I think it's probably really expensive. But I was thinking at some point I want to try to order some. I like the meat, the steak, when it has a big old fat piece of fat on the end of it. Like, I like my steak to have more fat than it has meat. Like in my family, when we eat steak, I collect all their fats. You know how it has a big old strip of fat all along the side? I collect all their fats and I eat all the fat for everybody. It's my favorite part. And the Wagyu or whatever, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Wagyu. It's the beautiful fat on the edge. It looks so nice and chewy and juicy. I don't think chewy is the right word. You know when it has like kind of like chorizo, like when you undercook it a little bit? I love it. But Travis Brown, he hasn't had a lot of time to retort, to give his take on it. We don't know how he feels about it. I don't know if he would do it. Ronda Rousey probably collected some pretty fat paychecks from the WWE. Their business seems to be doing pretty good. They got land. They got animals. They may not need it. He may not want that drama. I don't know. Maybe Brendan Schaub never got over it. Maybe he never got over Ronda Rousey. But I made a short about it earlier. And you know I love the freak show. You know I love when things are a level playing field. And I said, I want to see that brown on brown violence at the White House. I'm talking about Travis Brown and Brendan Schaub, a.k.a. Big Brown. I want to see it. Brown on brown. They got the BMF. They got the BMF title. This one could be for that Brown Pride. The Brown Pride title. I would love, even if people are just doing it as hate watching. Think about it. There's so many people that have all these opinions about Brendan Schaub. So many people dislike him. They hate him. They clown on him. They go on his Reddit. They destroy him. Wouldn't you? That's how Mayweather made his career. People were hate watching. They wanted to see that dude get knocked out. I think it could be the same thing with Brendan Schaub. Is there anybody that wouldn't want to see him come back? Because I feel like most people would think that they're confident that it would go in Travis Brown's direction, that it would favor him. And you would think that those people would be more than happy to see Schaub get back into the cage and take a beating. Either way, all around is green lights. I would love to see it. I gotta have my meat lean. Ooh, you like that thin steak. What's that called? That's like is it sirloin? Filet mignon. Wagyu is dank. You gotta try it, GM. I want to so bad, bro. Ooh, Angel Padilla. Yeah, send it, bro. Full send, bro. GSP did the right thing retiring. He'll always be remembered as a GOAT. He did something that a lot of people don't have the discipline to do. They want to keep hanging on. My doctor says stop eating the fat. Ooh. Isn't it good for you, though? Even when they do like keto and stuff like that. They eat the fat. I thought it was good for you. What's up, Melancholy? Bro, Brown Ranger approved. Yeah, hate watching is like, I feel like hate watching is getting to the point where it's almost as prevalent as just regular watching. And we've even seen proof, and we've even seen people that are like presidents and owners and CEOs of social media platforms admit that not just that it happens, but that they're actually designing platforms to perpetuate negativity and arguments and hatred. And there's even, have you guys heard about this? There's actually bots, like literal bots. I'm not just like trying to say casuals or like speak negatively to people, like actual bots that have been engineered to start arguments and wars and beefs just to keep people online and keep people chattering. So you might be online arguing with someone in the comment sections that's like an AI bot that's literally just there to make arguments, to make people stay on social media platforms even longer. It's insane. So I could see hate watching taking over. It's just people thrive off of negativity. Find something you like and watch that. Life's too short. I agree. Oof. Hate watching has surpassed all other forms of watching and non-watching combined, or so I hear. Dang. Dumb fights. Schaub is a bot. Look it. I'm starting to feel severely lightheaded right now because I got really excited during the stream. I got worked up. It is so hot in here and I haven't eaten. I'm getting the shakes and I worked out quite a bit today. I'm killing shoulders today. And I still got some more sets to go. I don't know if you could tell, I lost a little bit of my energy the last few minutes. I'm feeling severely depleted. I need to go eat something. And I think I'm experiencing a little bit of a withdrawal and I need some real sugar. This will hold me over for a little bit. But I haven't fully weaned off of the craziness that I was doing with all the Dr. Pepper. So I need to microdose sugar, backward until I finally wean myself off of it. I'll have you know what, Jay, I was actually drinking out of, I was gonna, the night is young. We'll see. I was gonna try to drink this whole thing today, but I at least did this much when I was doing my workout. So I'll drink some more. Look it, just to prove to you. I got overzealous. Oh, something went on my nose. It went on my nose. Oh. That's why we love your channel so much, because you're always positive with positive vibes no matter what is going on. Your Holy Spirit fills us all with joy. Bro, bro. That's heavy, bro. That's heavy, bro. I hope that even when I'm just being silly and I'm clowning on certain things and I'm, being a little bit critical and being goofy about certain fighters and fights and stuff, that you guys realize is coming from a place that's not truly hatred. I feel like you guys could identify that from channel to channel, where some it is absolutely that. And for me, it's just like when there's a roast, they have their best friends come on. So it's in good spirit, even when I'm, cracking jokes on someone, I hope that you never feel it's coming from this dark, ugly place, I don't want to be like that. I'm sorry, old Dirty Berg. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to come back on tomorrow. If everything goes the way it did today, I'm going to be on twice. My goal is to do a short every day on YouTube, Instagram, Threads, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I don't know if I forgot any. I blasted everywhere. And then I do a stream earlier in the day, which was later than I wanted it to be today. And then the stream later on with the members only chat. If everything goes the way I want it to from this point forward, both of the streams are going to be earlier in the day. The first stream might start anywhere as early as 10 or 11. And then the second stream should start somewhere maybe around 2 or 3. I don't want to keep you guys, late. I know there's a lot of you that are very kind and you ride with me and you make it work, but I want to try to do better and do earlier. I also want to say thank you. I don't know which word I should use. I said Mahalia. Mahalia. I won't say your full name. I won't expose. But Mahalia just dropped 10 big ones in the PayPal. Thank you. And you already know the PayPal hits different. The Cash App hits different because that's gas I could put in the car tonight. That's stuff I could cash out tonight. And I love the donations that go through YouTube because it puts YouTube on notice and lets them know we got activity here. But also at the same time, this is stuff I'm able to use in a pinch, and I appreciate you guys. If you didn't see the short that I put out earlier on YouTube, please go scope it out right after this. Let me post it for you, actually. I'll make it easy for you. I'm going to have to dip right now. I really got to get some food into my body. I'm feeling funky right now. Yeah, it has like no views yet. I need you guys to help me. Push this thing. ARJR721 just gifted 10 memberships. Cause I got all my homies with me. ARJR721 just gifted 10 memberships. We are family. Cause I got all my homies with me. I want to say congratulations to Miguel. How low can you go? Mentos, Kenzo, Obia Majoyi, Senior MD, Walid Ajalil, Jared O, Frank J, Jerry, and Moises. ARJR721. Cause I got all my homies with me. You know how tired and out of sorts I am right now? I was trying to spam Unbeliever Boy for ARJR721, and I dropped an unprecedented amount of Costco weenies in the chat. I dropped an unprecedented amount of weenies on you in the chat. ARJR721 with his most recent generosity, has tipped the scales and has officially gotten us to the unbelievable, ridiculous number of 1,023. Cause I got all my homies with me. $1,023. I'm gonna tell you guys something, and I don't know if this means anything to you. You might look at me differently. You might lose some respect for me. When I get off of this stream, there's two things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some food, and I'm gonna cry. I had to leave this platform a couple years ago with my beanie between my legs. I'm very flexible. And I was... Hold that thought. Hold that thought. I had to walk away from this platform a couple years ago because I could not figure out how to make it work. I put so many blood, sweat, and fears into this platform. I tried so many different things, different formats, different lengths, different whatever. And I could not do it. I could not figure it out. I came back realizing I had nothing to lose because I had felt that I had already lost it. Lost all face, whatsoever. Pride. Lost my place in the algorithm. Lost everything. And thought, well, I have nothing left to lose. I have no reason whatsoever to not just flat out listen to these people who appear to care about the channel. These people that when I came back after like 2 years were still super loyal and being positive and supported. How could I not just say, all right, I'm gonna take what you're asking for. I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna be in this era of quantity over quality. And it has brought us to a place that I never, ever could have thought that this channel would be at. I would have thought somehow, some way I would arbitrarily, randomly go viral because of random videos or make a short about Joe Rogan or something and get 1 million subscribers. Long before I would ever think I would have 1,000 members. That seems harder. To have that inner core. And I want you guys to know that I'm very much aware that I did not do this myself. You guys did this. I can't go by the hand grab you by the hand and make you show up every day. I don't have the ability to do that. You guys show up. And I appreciate that. And, I mean, I can only speak in the present. I can't tell you what tomorrow holds. But I can tell you that right here, right now, you guys have absolutely, undoubtedly, without question, changed my life. I'm able to get up every day and go to work here at the pad. Be able to, you know, be here and, you know, have the ability to do things I wasn't able to in the past with the kids and, you know, stuff like that. I missed out on a lot the last couple years. And you guys gave that back to me. I do not take it for granted, and I will not. And again,
thanks for the sub.
Thank you for the subscription. I hope that you guys saw the progress today. The short and the 2 streams. And I want to build on that. Tarinto, turns out you only had to stream and be with us, fool. Exactly. That's what Now, I also don't want to make the mistake of being like, I ain't ever going to do A, B, and C again then. Because I know that you guys, you know, it would be mind-blowing if there were people here that found the channel through a stream. And if you are here, I'm super happy to hear that, and that's a big compliment. But I would guess 99.9999999% of the people are here because they found some kind of breakdown or a video of Flacco or something like that, and then they got it, you know. We're on the same wavelength, and they're like, it doesn't matter if it's a short, a breakdown, Flacco, a stream. It's the same vein, you know. I'm down. And because I realized those things brought you in, I just want to make sure to just out of appreciation to you. And because they're fun. When I take my time doing them and I'm just not killing myself fighting the clock, they're fun to do. It feels good to put out a good edited video that I could be proud of. I like to throw those out in appreciation. But yes, Tarinto, you guys let me know and you told me just show up, just chill. And what a community that I'm able to do that, and that there's enough cool people in here that make it possible. That's crazy. I'm glad I'm back too, Carlos. Thank you. Hey, yeah, Jordan, for sure. I appreciate all you. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, Angel. It's probably going to be a little bit steep. I know that good, healthy meat is a little bit steep, but I'm going to see what I could do and when I could do it. I'm excited. I'll let you know. I should make a video. Thank you all for being here. Just so you know, we are, let me get this one more time. We are at, see, you see it hit. It already hit. We're at 1,018 right now. But I'm happy. We are at 1,018 right now. 1,018 members. We cleared 1,000. ARJR721. That one, the one that got me was, look, my finger. That's my most viewed video on the channel. It has 9.9 something million views, almost 10 million. That was one of the funnest. I love doing those kind of sketches with Flacco. I love doing those kind of things. GM, could I add you as an emergency contact at my local karate dojo? Please do so. I'm trying to be more people's emergency contact, actually. I'm glad that you brought that up. Yes, Carlos, you're right, bro. You're right. I'm passing out over here. Here, I just posted a link to the video. That's the short that I put out today. I need some help. I need to get some love on that video. Please go scope it out. Please show some love to the algorithm. I'm going to be here tomorrow. Again, I'm going to be an active champion. Remember, do not rely on the algorithm, because the algorithm will never rely on you. I don't even know if that makes sense. Thank you for helping us crack 1,000. Thank you. It feels good. And I'm going to have a good night. I hope you do as well. Be safe out there. Until we meet again, mañana. Thank you for watching Mexican Martial Arts. Appreciate it.